Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by my poster titled The Dark Side of Sexting, Non-consensual intimate image dissemination predictors and motivators. Over the past few years, technology has infiltrated seemingly every aspect of our lives. Of course, as the ways we interact and communicate with each other evolve, so do the ways sexual harm is perpetrated. Non-consensual intimate image dissemination, or as is better known revenge porn, is a form of technology-facilitated sexual violence and can refer to the creation, distribution, or threat of distribution of someone else's nude or sexual image without their consent. Although non-consensual intimate image dissemination has garnered quite a bit of media attention, very little research has looked into how demographic, personality, and attitudinal factors relate with its perpetration. This is the gap in the research that we aim to close with our work. To do so, we recruited a sample of a little over 800 undergraduate students. The majority of our sample was female and heterosexual. Alarmingly, in our sample, 1 in 3 of our participants reported that someone had distributed or threatened to distribute their nude or sexual image without their consent at least once since they were 16. On the flip side of that, 1 in 6 self-reported that they had perpetrated such acts. Running some correlations, we found that perpetration of non-consensual intimate image dissemination was positively associated with all dark tetrad traits except for Machiavellianism. For attitudes, both aggrieved and sexual entitlement, as well as belief in image-based sexual abuse-related myths, were positively correlated with dissemination perpetration. Running binomial logistic regression, we found that psychopathy, narcissism, belief in myths, and previous victimizations were the factors predictive of dissemination perpetration. In fact, victims of dissemination were 70% more likely to also be perpetrators, giving a new meaning to the revenge in revenge pornography. Speaking of, the term revenge pornography is pretty restrictive, both in the type of sexual harm it describes as well as the motivations behind it. It paints the sort of victim-blaming picture of a scorned lover leaking their cheating ex's nudes. In our sample, we found that the relationship between the victim and perpetrator varied quite a bit more than the term revenge pornography implies. More specifically, we found that less than a quarter of the victims said that the person who disseminated the sexual image was their ex, while 37% said it was a friend that they knew either in person or online only, and another 10% that it was a stranger. Other options less chosen were family members, current romantic partners, co-workers, or unknown. Moving on, there's still so much left to do. One research avenue to explore is that of bystanders. Sexual images of people are posted without their consent on public forums, so the reaction of bystanders is very important as it can either support the victim or the perpetrator. Additionally, a participatory design method that engages victims as active members of the research design and not just data points could provide us with unique insights into how to best support them. Finally, in Canada, the non-consensual dissemination of someone else's sexual image has been illegal for the past 6 or so years, and 5,000 cases have been reported. Of course, we can't generalize our results onto the entirety of the Canadian population, but there could be an early indication of underreporting, which would be in line with what we know about in-person sexual abuse. So more research into the barriers and facilitators of reporting technology-facilitated sexual violence and cybercrime in general is vital. To close, although the road to creating a more safe online experience may seem long and there's still so much to do, both from the perspective of policy and research, it's not a hopeless one. More and more people are paying attention to technology-facilitated sexual violence, and giant steps have been made over the last few years. If we keep this up, we can make a tangible difference in the lives of many. Thank you.